Hey, girl, hey! Hey,
Awesome. Hey, Miss Mims. How are you today?
tired. We're meeting at 7:42
Girl,
on a Wednesday,
on a Wednesday, I
and
got
I
a
am
tater tot casserole
tired.
in the oven right now.
Ooh, not a tater tot. How long do we have to do this for that tater tot
Oh
casserole
no,
done?
it's okay. Okay, Mr. Mame's gonna take it out of the oven. I'll put the timer on.
Oh,
I was
so
very
I
specific.
saw. So, dear listeners, today Spotify came out with their list of things,
Love it so
and
much.
your aura. What was your aura again?
Oh man, what a weird order it gave me. I was uncomfortably accurate, yearning and wistful.
Yeah, hold on just a second. I took a screenshot of mine, and like an old person, I have to find the screenshots on my phone. Where's that button that says
Where's that
files?
I at?
Where's the it fit bit and files? There we go. Here we go. I got screenshots, and it's right here. My top music moods are confident and empowering.
Wow.
I listen to a
Actually,
lot of Dua Lipa.
I have another, so I do actually have another friend
Uh huh.
who also had a confident on
Uh
theirs.
huh.
They got confident and bold. What does your
Ooh.
color look like with those two?
I don't. Can you see that? Is there
Oh, I
glare?
forgot you're colorblind. I forgot.
I think it's.
Send it to me. Just message it to me so I can
Okay.
see.
That's. Hold
I'm
on
just
here.
interested because like the colors. It's interesting um to see like people that got things other than what I got, just to see like what their color combination looks like.
Dear
So
listeners, now I have to figure out how to get into Facebook as my colorblind ass can't see
oh
this.
sweet lord.
And then, like, find Maim.
Like I know what color confident is, but I
There we
want to know
go.
what the other one is.
There we go.
Um yeah, the hubby actually he also had wistful on his as well, but I can't remember what his other one was
Is
now.
that like a.
Oh, that's
That's a pinky gray, isn't it?
like
And.
a little lile. It's like weird because yours is like it's got like some
Mm-hmm.
but purple but gray but pink. It's really unusual.
Mm, yeah.
Huh.
It.
Everybody's look, and that's the cool thing too. Like everybody's aura looks very different. It's not just like the colors, like it's the style of them as well.
You know what this matches? That
No.
horrible dress later on in this episode.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, mine is basically just like the trans flag, like without the white. Like so appropriate. It's great. It's great for me. Like that's great for that sums up my life right there.
uh,
Almost there. Not quite.
oh God, I don't even know what to do with that you just threw out there. You just threw something out there, and I'm just gonna let it be, and you can live your truth, girl, and that is all that matters to
No,
me.
it's really funny. So actually, it's really do you know me and my mom actually had a discussion about how I identify as two-spirit. And it was really an interesting thing because it was funny. So I guess I don't know if it was either Apple or Facebook. They had the emojis. My mom's addicted to emojis of herself. And she sent me an emoji that had a mask on with the two spirit flag. And I was like, did,
What?
did we have this conversation already? Like, I don't remember us talking about this before. And so, yeah, we had like a little conversation about that and like,
Oh,
about, identifying and, internal feelings and blah, 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 blah.
girl, let me just tell you, and I'm telling the audience too. Could you lift your camera up a little bit? I can't see your face.
Hold
I,
on.
I
Let me,
see I see the bottom of your. Okay, that's good
oh,
enough. I
there
don't
we
need to
go.
see all
There
of
we
it.
go.
I don't need to
There
see
we
all
go.
of it because I.
There we
Oh
go.
God! Oh God!
Ooh,
Oh God!
yeah.
What have I
Yeah. Look at
done?
this. Ooh, look at those eyebrows. Ooh, yeah. They're wistful and yearning, yearning and wistful eyebrows.
Dear listeners, this is the Divine Miss Mims here, and two things. First of all, I'm quitting. Number two, we have a Patreon, and
We
I
do
just
have
would
a
like to
Patreon.
let you know that at patreon.com/you slay me, you can support us. We actually have our first sponsor
We
at
do.
Geek Tomb on
Geek Tomb.
Miss B, as I like to call her. She's an amateur whistler. So follow her on the.
Part like semi-professional technically,
Oh, I apologize. I
because she does
apologize.
technically get paid for it.
Semi-professional whistler. I actually looked that up. That is a thing that I did
Yeah.
not realize was a thing.
I mean, honey, we did go to high school with somebody that is now a semi-professional cornholer. So
Girl, why did you bring that up? Why did you bring that? But if they're listening right now, I support you and love you as I do all of our listeners.
you cornholer.
You cornholer. You cornholer. Good Lord. Where was I
Oh,
going with
man.
this? But yes,
Why did I go to
thank you.
college?
Thank you.
Why did I go to
She is our first sponsor. She did a mass donation.
Mhm.
So thank you, Miss B. Thank
Thank
you.
you for that
Thank you.
big
Thank
old
you.
lump. Thank you for that
You will
lump.
always be listed on our podcast as a sponsor from here on out. So thank you, Miss B.
Fun fact,
The first one's always the best, and that's not always true.
fun fact, since I know the Lady B, the dirtiest sense of humor you will ever come across. I can't wait for you two to meet in real life. Whew.
Hell.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
God. So before this, Maim and I were talking about Canada's Drag Race, where a travesty happened.
It's been 2 weeks of travesty involving the same queen.
So this week, at the very end, she went across the stage and like followed and shadowed the other queen who was just trying to dance.
Just trying
And,
to get this terrible 2000s Canadian boy band song out of the way.
And then when Amanda, what's her last name?
Bruegel.
Amanda Bruegel was like, that was some weird shit. Like
It was like it wasn't even funny. It was like
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have like a repeat moment of back on like season 3 where I thought like somebody was gonna get body slammed.
Oh yeah.
Or some crap like that. I was just like, what is she gonna do?
See,
exactly?
I thought what I was hoping she was going to do was I was hoping. Oop, my mic's getting too close to my beard. I was hoping that she was just gonna like win, like go all out crazy, wait for the other one to be eliminated, and be like, I'm done too, and just walk off the stage. That's what I was hoping.
No.
Instead,
no.
she
she had already given up, and her brain was just on this very well. I mean, we already knew that she was a little unusual.
Yeah,
We already knew
yeah.
that, but I think that seeing her this part of her, we actually got to see like, oh wait, she's actually really unusual. Yeah.
Mr. Mims was like, they should have just sent her off. Like stopped it.
We were
and,
both
like,
we both thought that too. We were like, this shouldn't even be allowed. Like this is not even. But at the same time, we don't technically know what all of the rules are. So I guess they were.
Are
said,
there
let's see how this
rules?
plays out. I mean, I'm sure there
of
is.
which there are many.
Drag is not a contact sport. Remember, we were told that until it was the season after.
Exactly.
Oh man.
You know what else I remembered watching that episode for some reason? How bad Tina Burner was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you? I don't know if you have started yet or not. I was really excited to, but now we can't because of Mr. Mims decorating. Have you watched any of Drag Race Italia yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay.
We are a 2 drag race at a time household.
What's the second Drag Race that's on?
Well, UK just finished. So,
oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so let's get a little breath in.
Okay. So are you gonna jump to Italy or are you gonna jump to Holland?
No, we are done with Holland. I can't stand the host. We are done.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
and there is some shade if you look on Twitter about that host.
Oh,
Like,
really?
just look on there. Some of the old queens are
Oh.
like, she treat us like crap. I don't know why she's our
Ooh.
host. She's not even
Ooh.
good in drag. Like, it
Ooh.
is some tea in Dutch.
I want, oh my gosh. I am so ready for the Thai drag race to come back because I love those hosts so
Mm,
much that like when they said there was actually ended up getting renewed again, even though it had gotten canceled, I was
yeah.
like, I got so excited. I was like,
I,
oh my God,
I
Pan Pan.
I'm just excited for Italy Drag Race because they all look hot. The
I mean,
men,
they are,
the
oh,
women.
I'm not seeing them out of drag.
Oh, I'm talking about the hosts. The
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think, I don't, I have not really watched any of their promos.
You didn't
I
see
don't know
like
why.
the commercial?
Um,
Okay.
I remember there was that commercial where they were walking or something like that,
Well, Maim,
but
I'd
I was
like
more
to
obsessed with the
interrupt. I'd
clothes.
like to interrupt. I'd like to interrupt.
Oh, sorry.
We are at the 11-minute point, and if we don't get
Oh,
started, we will never get through this.
I
Dear
you got me
listeners,
going down this pathway. I didn't
dear
ask for it.
listeners, hush. Dear listeners, this is season 1, episode 5. Hooray for homicide! You can speak now. You're allowed.
Awesome!
Uh
Yay! Hooray for us!
huh. So we are at Cabot Cove.
Oh man, this is so
Cabot
great.
Cove. Am I popping? Pop, pop,
Cap,
pop. Cabot,
you're not actually
Cabot.
popping this
I know.
time.
I'm just
You're
being an
doing good.
ass. Cabot
Oh,
Cove.
that's her stick.
And there's music on the waves. There's music on the waves. There's some waves, and there's music, and then we pan to somebody in a rocking chair.
Hold on, my ringtone just went off.
Oh no, there's some music. There's
My
some
ringtone just
music.
went off.
There's some music. There's some music. There's some music.
Okay.
Are we done yet? Okay.
I don't even. It's really. So this is what's really weird about what just happened. I think I must have like hit the vibrate when I took it out of my pocket because I never have my phone on. It's always on vibrate. I
You're
live on
just a
vibrate.
mess, and that's okay. I
I am.
love you and support you for whatever your life choices may be.
Thank you. After my William
Just
Shatner mug. Uh, so we have an entire collection of Star Trek coffee mugs, and
oh,
yeah, and the hubby found them, and they're like these stylized like versions of original episodes interpreted into
ooh,
coffee mug form.
ooh,
It's not. It's
ooh.
just humble brag.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not. It's not humble.
It's not even bragging. I don't know what's going on. I
It's
was,
just stating a thing. I'm
we
just
still
stating
haven't
something.
started the episode. We only have 7 hours of plot to get through. Somehow it's condensed to 48 minutes, but
Well,
it'll
I think
take
this
us.
one's gonna go. This one will go a little bit faster because this was a little bit more of a streamlined episode. Not a
It's true.
hugely
It's
streamlined,
true.
but
It's
more
true.
streamlined.
So Jessica, we see somebody coming up behind something in a rocking chair and trying to strangle it.
Someone's getting strangled.
And it's Jessica, and she's strangling a pillow.
Dang it! I thought for sure this was gonna confirm what we've been talking about this entire time, that she's the actual murderer.
That she's the actual This is one that she probably did it.
She did probably do it.
She did probably do this. So,
Then she goes back in the room with her hot handyman Ethan.
hey, Ethan.
Ooh, banging those pipes.
There's some comedy with lots of noise and her typing, and she's like, "Oh, keep it. It's hard for me to type." And he's like, "Well, you won't be bothering me." Da 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 da. And then
Such
there's
an
a
old
phone
school
call.
joke. Old school joke.
It
Such
is
an
an old school joke. Agnes is on the phone.
Agnes. I put Agnes with an exclamation mark because I just love that name.
I know.
That's gonna be one of my next cats' names, by the way. That's actually on the list.
Agnes.
Yeah, my next 2 cats are going to be named Agnes and Vera.
Oh, not Maim and Vera.
No, Agnes and Vera, those were Mame's sidekicks in the movie.
I don't remember Agnes.
Agnes Gooch O'Banion, her secretary that gets knocked up.
Oh, I remember now.
Oh,
I remember now.
I lived.
Oh God. So Agnes is telling her they're talking about the book on TV.
I know it was amazing.
I know.
And
Apparently,
she happens to turn exactly to the right network right at the beginning.
well, in Cabot Cove, there's probably only one you can get on antenna.
That's true. Oh, remember antennas?
I do. My grandparents had the big one on top of the house that would
Yeah,
tick around, and
we did too.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah. That was the time that we used to watch. NBC was channel 12,
That's right.
WXII,
WXII.
WSOC TV channel 9 out of
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
CBS was WBTV, which was channel 3 out of Charlotte. You could also get channel
Mm-hmm.
2 out of Greensboro. Let's
Yeah.
see here.
My mom didn't like, she preferred the Greensboro CBS. She didn't like the Charlotte CBS people.
Well, you know why? Probably.
No.
I don't either.
No, we were, I mean, our family was definitely a WSOC.
We were
Like,
too.
we were into like
Debbie Fabian.
Debbie Fabian, all of them. Like when
Yeah,
that one
Bill
lady
Walker.
retired, that lady that retired, my mom was literally crying.
The one who was
did
deaf?
like they did like the tribute to her. My
Yeah.
mom was sitting there
Yeah.
crying.
I just remember during Hurricane Hugo, I was up in the morning watching WSOC TV, and they're like, we're on to our alternative broadcast tower. Because our other one has fallen down, and then that one fell down, and I was like,
Yep,
oh shit.
we're all gonna die.
What is this? And then I look outside, and there are trees that are going horizontal. And I'm like, what? And I know
Aw.
you just slept through it. So there.
No.
Yes.
Wait, did I?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I can tell you exactly. I still remember exactly what happened during Hugo in my house,
Okay.
which was
Uh-huh.
that was right after my Aunt Jeanette had just moved to North Carolina and she was still staying with us.
Uh-huh.
And my mom and my dad both still went to work. My mom put a mattress in the hallway and put me and Jeanette in the hallway, and we just sat there. I was like, and I kept looking out the window of the den and like seeing that woods that was behind my house.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, everything keeps breaking. What's about to happen? I thought I was gonna die. I really did. And I wanted my mom. I really wanted my mom. I was like, where is she? You left me with the old woman.
Well, one of the best things about I lost my train of thought. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Let's get back to the episode. We keep getting diverted.
So yeah, we aren't even through the first page yet. So Jerry Linedecker is making a movie of The Corpse Dance at Midnight.
That's right. One of Jessica's big hits.
It's like full of sex and girls and all that stuff. And
my favorite description of it was when the person said, "It's like Halloween
we aren't
combined
there
with
yet.
It's all combined in the same little interview."
No, it's not.
Oh wait, no, it's
She
not.
has to fly to LA to get that.
Oh,
we aren't in
I'm
LA
looking at
yet.
I jumped over a line. I actually have another line here about the flamethrower.
You did. This is why I'm here, to keep you, make you the best you that you think you can be.
I don't know why I'm drinking things right now after the last time, because I should not do that on a weeknight when we do this, because I'm probably gonna spit it out.
Probably, yes. So she did not write this mess. She is a gag and a gog and a ghast. And she calls her publisher and she's like, if I have to go out there and fix it myself, I will. So she flies out to LA.
She does.
And she meets the lawyer in charge of her contract. And he says,
I wrote down, You can tell how ridiculous I felt this episode was because I just put in this guy and put exclamation mark because I was like, what a dick.
And he's like, it's going to be great. It's a combination of Halloween, Porky's, and Flashdance.
Which is like, what are you talking about?
Porn is what he's talking about.
That's really, I mean, basically, right? Like in the 80s, that's porn.
So when the attorney can't help, he decides to send his youngest Jew to help later on.
Boy, does he play it up.
He
Good
does.
gracious.
He
All the way
and his
down
Uncle
to
Truman
that-
Capote, but we'll get to that in a
all the way
minute.
down to that perm.
So Jessica's like, I'm going to go to the studio. I'm going to meet this Linedecker, and I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna make him do things.
So now we're at the studio, and she's trying to get in. She's like, I wrote this thing, and the guard is like, I don't care if you're Jackie Collins. I'm not letting you through this.
I was
And
like,
then
yes.
Marta Quintessa shows up.
I was mad.
Marta
Were you
Quintessa.
mad?
Why?
Let me just ask you this. Were you mad? I was mad that it wasn't actually Jackie Collins. Could you imagine if it was Jackie Collins playing Marla?
Yeah, Marta.
Whatever her name is. Whatever her name is.
Marta Quintessa.
I think that would have been really cool. I think that would have been neat.
It would have been, but that's not going to happen. Because then they
I know,
wouldn't
I'm
have
just saying.
budget for the rest of this. We have 2 high praise actors in this. They would not have had money for these 2 high praise actors.
So I don't want to nitpick. Just a lie right there. I love it. But, and I don't know how much you were paying attention to this, but after she got in the car, they had a terrible voiceover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been nearly as bad if you didn't clearly see the woman's mouth
Not
never
move.
move.
No. Yeah, it was like, and then this is the best book I have ever read.
There was a lot of voiceover in this
Yes.
episode, actually.
Yes, there were. Yes, there were. So now we pan to a dressing room.
Yeah.
And we see Linedecker is talking to the star.
Yeah.
And we find out the star's been sleeping around and he does not approve.
Oh, I mean, because he made that star. He made her.
And he can destroy her. And we learn when the little person comes in knocking on the door that her name is Eve Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Eve Crystal. Like,
I mean, think about it, right? She's supposed to be an ingenue. She's supposed
With
to be
that hair?
delicate.
I knew girls that had that hair in the 80s, and they were all not ingenues. They were.
You better stop.
I'm very sex positive, and I'll leave it like that. Drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice. Oh, God. So now we're back at the studio.
Yes.
And Marta is giving Jessica a copy of the script.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Now we pan back to the dressing room.
A lot of jumping around here.
Yes. And Linedecker is having a conversation with Danno from Hawaii Five-0.
Yep. An older Danno.
much older Danno, who we find out has had a little bit of the drugs.
Yeah, a little bit of alcohol problem.
And gets fired for being too snarky right then and there.
Well, I mean, he did call out the hypocrisy of him basically putting his girlfriend in the movie, which he did.
It's true. It's true. And then,
I like that he did that, and we're supposed to be like, but you did. But that's an understood kind of fact, isn't it?
So Linedecker leaves this little thing, and we find out in passing a clue that Eve does not like the costumes.
No, she hates them.
She hates the costumes.
Because she's an ingenue.
And on to do dogs like this.
Shout out Mama Maim. Shout out Mama Maim.
Okay. All right, let's keep this thing going so we can keep on trucking
So
on.
so not only was he cut from the movie, but apparently he wasn't even paid for the script,
No, no, he was not. No, he
which
was
is
not. He was just trying to get his
gross.
name out there, and he said that was okay. But
He's
now he's
trying to
been
get his
completely cut out.
he's trying to get his fame back. He was an Oscar nominated screenwriter when he was 25.
Thank you for that factoid. It's just as interesting now as it was in the episode. Oh, God. So now we're on set,
Boy,
and the director is Gomez Adams.
another another superstar.
Dear listeners, if you ever get a chance, please go back and watch the original Addams Family.
Oh, it's
It is so good. Morticia is fantastic.
It's so good.
And
And Gomez is pretty good.
Gomez is pretty good.
So like for me, unfortunate. So as an '80s kid,
Uh-huh.
I almost also know him from being on Night Court as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And so it's just really funny because it took me actually a bit of time as a kid to realize that they were the same person.
Oh, he really?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, he was much older.
He still had those eyes and that crazy voice.
I know, but he was he was always like disheveled on Night Court. He was always playing like these disheveled characters,
That's
and he was
true,
so
that's
well
true.
put together as Gomez.
That's true. Did you ever watch the most recent what are you shaking your head for? Have you watched the most recent trash that is the Addams Family cartoons?
Oh, the two movies?
Yeah.
No, I heard that they were actually funny.
Oh, I like it when your voice goes high pitched when you don't know if you're quite sure of what you're saying.
No, I have. I mean, I've heard from people that they were funny, like
Okay. Okay.
people on Facebook. I mean, they're not you.
Oh,
so
on Facebook. Never mind.
whose opinion I matters more than anyone else's.
Oh,
Just
that's
about in my life.
sweet. I'm glad that
It's true.
that's not reciprocated.
I don't know. It's okay. I'm used to it. 20, 36 years.
So on set with what? Yeah, I know it's been a long time. Been a long time. So
Been a long time since you look into my eyes. Been a long time since you made me cry. Been a long time. Let's just have a house moment.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, so we find out as the director, whose name is Ross, not Gomez, is talking to Jessica that this is a he likes wild, warm, compliant women in his movies.
Yep. Yep.
And now we meet Scott, who
I love his line, by the way. I loved his
What?
line
Yeah,
about, I can't believe they want to cover me with body makeup with my tan. I was like, yes, what a line.
So he plays Eve's love interest in the movie.
Mhm.
And like they're getting ready to have a nude scene. Maim just muted because she's blowing her nose. She's back.
I'm trying to be nice and
Well,
polite. Nobody wants to hear that. They've never wanted to hear me blow my nose.
It's true. So Scott's like, when asked if he knows what to do with this scene, he's like, "Yeah, we just make love." So they have a nude scene, and
Mhm.
Jessica, there's a little comedy as she's looking over, trying to stay in the set, looking at the nude scene.
I'm still after all of this, I'm still trying to figure out why they are in bathrobes in a cemetery. Just very confused.
Look, there's a cemetery thing about Paige here that confuses me as well.
I'm just not. I don't get it. I'm just confused.
So now we pan to Lydecker's office, and JB is annoyed.
Oh, she's so upset.
Like,
She thinks she has a leg to stand on. She's got to
What
protect
is-
her
why is that?
reputation. She's got to protect her
Yeah.
her all of her stuff. She's
And he's
so
like-
upset.
he's like, I just bought the title. I didn't buy any of the content. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's what happened to Ishtar. No, I'm sure.
God, Ishtar. Jesus. A moment for Ishtar. Anyway, now We're back at Jessica's hotel.
We are.
And
we
she
are.
got
And
COVID
boy,
at some point. Like
and
she's her head hurts. She sounds scraggly. She's in a
I mean, at the same time, when she was saying all that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she sounds like me."
she does. Um.
And then
And then
our next Hollywood icon of an actor.
who is this? I don't know
What?
I don't know who he is.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, big serious.
Oh wait, that's right. We discussed this actually during the drag queen episode.
What
You
what
never watched Welcome Back, Cotter.
No, I didn't.
He was literally like the second most popular character on Welcome Back, Cotter. He played this character called Horseshack.
Oh, that's Horseshack.
That's Horseshack.
Okay, good for him. Welcome back. I don't know what the next word after that is. I just know it's
I don't remember.
welcome back.
It was a very popular song back
Was
then.
it a Norman Lear? Was that Norman Lear?
Yeah, that was also Norman Lear back then.
Okay. Anyway,
Me.
Speaking of Norman Lester shows up.
Norman Lester.
That is not his voice. About 5 octaves higher.
Norman Lester.
There you go.
No. He almost sounds like if like I did have this moment where I was like, you know what? If this was today, he could be the mom on Bob's Burgers very easily.
Linda.
or her sister, right? Like he could be either one of them.
Oh,
Gail.
God. Gail.
Yeah.
Gail.
He could be Gail.
I live for Gail. I am Gail.
No, you are Gail, actually. You are actually Gail.
What is the name of her board game? The Winds of Fate or whatever? That. Oh God. Oh God.
Now I gotta go
Anyway.
watch Bob's Burgers.
Anyway, we learned that nobody likes Lydecker.
That's right. That's right.
And that Jessica signed over her complete rights to the book.
Which Jessica had to acknowledge.
Yes.
She was like, I can't believe I signed this.
And then she's like, oh dear. Well, I guess I have to go apologize.
I was like, also at the same time, because she kind of had that weird demure moment. I was like, oh man, is she going to sing about meat pies next? Because I really was. What a Sweeney Todd moment that would have been.
So now we go back to set. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like, well, actually, we're at Lydecker's office, and the secretary's like, no, he's not here. Just leave him alone. And Jessica's like, this is something I have to handle in person.
That's right. I have to apologize in person.
So she goes on to set, and she's walking around in the dark. In the dark. In the dark. Oh no, there's a grave. Oh no, there's a body there. Whoa. Oh no, Lydecker's dead.
Sweet Lord, no.
And there's a gold button.
Button. Who's got the button?
Well, not Jessica.
That's right.
So JB, I've started calling her JB in my notes because that's what she's known as in L.A. JB.
That's right.
JB. JB. Oh, yeah. Which,
you wrote that book.
Dear listeners, if you're ever craving a hot dog, JB's in Statesville does have some of the best.
Not sponsored.
And actually, I always like Little Pigs better.
Oh, girl, why do you have to say that?
What, Little Pigs?
Ooh, now I want both of those things so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I can literally, as soon as you said JB's, I was like, I can taste their hot dog now.
And some Keaton's chicken.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I discovered that in high school. I'm like, oh
man.
Oh, my.
Even though it's a super racist place, sometimes our hometown is really great.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Keaton's. I was like, Keaton's about black people.
No, just our hometown. Just our hometown, dear.
I mean, I can't. Did you hear the controversy? So they were going to put a like water park, like one of those splash parks.
Okay.
On the south side of town. Dear listeners, in Statesville, the south side of town is there's actually been a like couple of people to discuss and say that Statesville's actually two Statesvilles because
Yeah.
literally there was a road and railroad built through Statesville to separate the white part of town and the black part of town. Okay,
We literally have a other side of the tracks.
we do. So south side is where the south of downtown. It's where the industries are, and it's where the large amount of the African American population lives. Well, they were going to build a splash park there. I don't know if they actually did or not, but all of the white people were like, "Oh, good! So children get shot and people could buy drugs."
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah, yeah,
you have to
yeah.
remind folks how your values are.
Well, you know.
Jeez
Oh, did you hear
Louise.
about the crazy thing that happened in the world today? I have to do that. I have to tell you before we keep going.
In the world today?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you because you don't. There's so many. In Germany, a man was arrested for giving out 20,000 doses of a vaccine he created himself.
I'm sorry, what?
He opened up a clinic and he tested on 20 people to make sure it wouldn't kill anybody, and they gave it out to 20,000 people. He says he's been watching about 2,000 and it's 97% effective. He didn't have the time or the money to go through the regulatory process.
I literally am speechless right now about
I
that.
read that on BBC and I was like, what in the great God is this bullshit?
Man, we are going through the craziest time.
We are. Speaking of going through crazy times, JB just found a dead body.
Dang it, that stupid guy. Why did he have to go and die like that?
So she turns to run away and she's stopped by the dumbest guard who's like, oh, I guess you did it, didn't you? You're right here.
I found the body and I got the lady.
So we meet the detective. And
yeah, Lieutenant Hernan, was it Hernandez?
Hernandez, yes.
Yeah.
Mike Hernandez. He's also a writer.
Yes.
And we find out that he was killed with an urn, a large metal urn.
I wonder how much he earned for that.
Ignoring that. Ross and Marta show up. They were in costume.
Oh. Yeah. Poor Marta. Oh my goodness.
So she falls apart when she sees who it is. Oh no, it's Linedecker.
Do you know how much I love overacting? Like it is
I know. She's
one of my favorite things
phenomenal.
ever.
She is so great.
Just like talk about milking that 30 seconds.
Oh,
boy.
oh. What is that? What movie is that? Oh, Clue, where it's he and Ms. White. They're like, oh. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, God. Tim Curry, Madeline Kahn, may y'all rest in peace or power or whatever.
Thank you for the love and passion that you gave us.
That's true. That's very true. So we learned that somebody needs to tell Eve because it's all about Eve.
All About Eve. What a great movie.
I have never seen it, but I'm going to. I know. Don't even. It's on my list. Don't even.
Gosh. Even my husband has seen it at this point.
Well, you probably sat him down, strapped him to a chair, and told him he had to watch it.
I didn't say I didn't. I just said.
Do you remember? There's a movie that I don't know if you remember. We watched it when I came down to Florida the one time, and it was Zsa Zsa Gabor was a dead mother, and the kid and the father come into the house looking for like her jewels. And at the very end, the house burns down. It was the weirdest shit. It is ingrained in my mind.
I remember it, but I don't remember what it's called.
I can't.
I do
remember
remember that
Zsa Zsa
very
or Ava.
terrible. I believe it was Ava.
Whatever. One of the Gabors. Darling.
Oh, man. I love bad movies.
So, everybody decides that Jessica's going to be the one to tell Eve.
Yeah. Which was very strange because I was like, isn't that like the police to do that kind of thing? Like,
No, not if they can find someone.
oh, okay.
That was his exact line. So we find out she's at Leindecker's beach house.
She is 3 sheets to the
Hey,
wind.
everybody, I'm drunk. We'll let you know I'm drunk. Y'all, you want something to drink, Jessica? We have a drink over here. It's scotch. And Jessica's like, I, I have something very important to tell you. Okay, well, you want to go skinny dipping? Well, you go skinny dipping if you want to do it. It'd be real sexy. And she's like, I do think some cold water would be great for you.
Cut to
Her in a shower.
oh, those drugs! I tell you, she's already losing her ingenue sound. It sounds like she sounds like not like an ingenue anymore.
So then we go upstairs, and she is instantly sober.
Instantly
sober, and she's like, "Oh, what'd you have to tell me? Where is Jerry? Where is he? I don't know where he is. What did you have to tell me?" And Jessica's like, "He's dead."
No,
No. I'm overacting. No.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
There goes
So
the vocal cords for the week.
So now we're back at the hotel,
Yes.
and Jessica's got a huge group of reporters ask her all these questions, and the lieutenant has questions for Jessica too.
That's right. That's right.
Like, why are there no fingerprints on the urn? Only somebody like you would know to wipe them off. And you have a motive, girl. He stole your shit.
That's right. And she said, I'm going to stop him no matter what I have to do.
That's true. That's true. Ooh, I'm stiff. That's not part of the episode, y'all. That's just me saying that I'm
age.
stiff.
That's just
yes,
old
it's
gaze.
age. It's age.
Old gaze.
Old gaze. We can lay on our backs for a while, but we can't stand up anymore. What does that even mean? Big Sister Maim, why don't you tell us? You okay there, girl?
I'm just trying to not spit on my computer.
So we find that Ross has taken over the picture.
That's right.
And because Alan Gephardt, who's Danno, Alan Gephardt is speaking with Jessica, and he's been invited back.
I know it's all coming up roses right now.
Yup. So Ross,
everything's coming up, Danno.
We find out that Ross had to give up the producer thing to Leyendecker and get a pay cut as well, all for Eve.
Okay, so let's just talk real quick about this part, right? So this part makes absolutely no sense because based on Danno's own words, this movie was already being made first. So why? So then you go back and you're like, so wait, what? That means that you wrote the script before this guy got involved with this. So how did this?
Because Leyendecker rewrote most of the script. Like, he says at the beginning. Yeah, Leyendecker.
Well, then why would? Well, then I wouldn't pay the screenwriter either from earlier if I had to rewrite the whole thing.
Exactly. So we're now at a gravestone 80s dance scene that is like there's neon lights, there's smoke, there's dancing, and all of a sudden a red light comes on, and Eve and Scott are making out.
They are making out hard in that cemetery. Surrounded by the were they zombies? Were they? I wasn't even sure what the people were supposed to be dancing around them.
I feel like people watched Thriller and really liked that, and we're like, we're gonna do that with white people.
I thought Weird Al did that. Didn't Weird Al make Thriller also?
I forget what that one was. It wasn't.
No, wait, it wasn't Thriller. Weird Al
made it.
He did a parody of Beat It. Remember, it was
Beat It.
And everybody was in fat suits.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what it was.
And he
Just
ended
beat
it
it.
though. He ended it with a little wink to Thriller because he had on kind of like the
That's
spooky
right.
makeup.
That's
That's what I
right.
was thinking about.
That's right.
So anyway, back to the grade
So
dance
we
party.
find out it was supposed to be a high school marching band parade, but it was canceled because there was a costume issue.
Right. So
And
so we
Mart,
put together this entire dance number
yes,
because we had nothing else to do for the day.
and Marta has a little discussion on the sly with Jessica. Oh,
Mhm.
I somebody she doesn't really like Eve. She's like somebody put vodka into Eve's mug, and she turned bright red. And everybody thought it was me because I don't like her because I used to be his number two and live at the beach house.
Which I didn't believe that at all because I mean that guy doesn't seem like he would even ever date somebody his actual
Wait!
age.
The lieutenant's here.
Why is he
He's going to
back?
make an arrest.
Ooh, who's he arresting?
JB, because the secretary says, and she threatened him, and then she killed him.
The only thing I remember from that scene,
Him killed him. Yes.
the only thing that I remember from that
Him.
scene is well, two things: is her name, the secretary is named Miss Finch,
Yes.
um, and she has a god awful perm. That's the two things I had remembering from that moment.
So my dear mother, back in the 80s, actually 70s, I've seen pictures. Um, she did an Ogilvy home perm. My aunt and my grandmother did it for her
Oh
the
no!
one time, and that's what it looked like.
So what? So what I would say is
She took
just to
like one or two pictures and then washed it. Sorry, go on.
let your mom know this just so she knows. Technically, that's when she became a vessel for a gaby.
And I always thought it was my father and his latent
No,
homophobia.
it was a Ogilvy home perm kid. That's how everybody ended up with gay kids in the 80s.
Where are we at here? Oh, we're back at the police station.
That's right.
And it was all a ruse.
Oh man, I thought for sure we were gonna finally.
Except
Yes.
the DA will press charges if Jessica doesn't figure it out.
Okay, so wait, so it's a ruse.
It's a blackmail ruse.
It's a blackmail ruse, and which isn't blackmail an illegal thing?
You know what? I'm just saying, these LA cops, we have seen what they did.
I've seen the movie
in the
Colors.
past.
I know how they are. I remember that. They're bad guys.
They were.
Training Day, all of those movies about LA cops, LA Confidential, they're all bad.
So now we're back at the hotel. And Norman shows up.
I was waiting.
And Jessica's like, Norman, I need to know about Eve's medical, Gephardt's alcoholism and drugs, Marta's relationship with Leyendecker, and Ross's financials.
She can't go on set. She can't go on the set and snoop around.
Banned.
That's
but
right.
You know, his firm does want to make a movie. He's like, I get you with Warner Brothers and CBS and this place and this place and this place and this place and this place. Next
She's
page.
like, I just want to clear
my name and go back to Cabot Cove and eat some lobsters. Oh God.
There was a line. Oh, where was that line about the lobsters?
Oh, it's at the beginning where she's talking to Leyendecker.
Oh, that was such a weird line.
Yeah.
Like, people love lobsters, but that doesn't mean God made them enjoy being boiled alive. What?
Or something. It wasn't quite that much, but God,
it was something like that.
Wasn't the line at all.
That was she said something about people liking lobsters doesn't mean that they like being boiled alive. That's literally what she said.
Oh God.
I put it on here. I said a taste for being boiled. He said people have a taste for lobster, but that doesn't mean lobsters have a taste for being boiled alive. That was the quote.
I heard have a taste for butter. is what I
No,
okay.
no, she said people like lobsters, but that doesn't mean lobsters have a taste for being boiled alive.
Well, JP has come back on set as a
She has.
tourist.
She has. Which I was like, so why is Horshack doing all that work? Because you just went right back on set.
Well, because he's going to like places to
Oh,
find this stuff.
but couldn't she have gone to those places since she wasn't allowed on set?
So Norman Norman
Saying.
set her up with his uncle Truman Capote, who
Oh my gosh, this guy. I was so excited. I was so excited because I was sitting there the first time. I'm like holding my iPad, like, what is happening? I genuinely was like, what is happening?
so Jessica watches the video that Lydecker watched before he died. And we find out that Eve and Scott
Man,
were in a kissing scene. The kissing scene was done and they kept on going.
they kept on going.
They kept
I
on
mean,
going.
they were hot and heavy in that ocean water.
I'm going to get my new touched. So.
Oh.
I need to put that on a shirt. I want to get my new touched.
And we have so many merchandising ideas.
Dash
Honestly.
Eve Crystal.
The late Eve Crystal.
Yeah. So we find out. We also find out that Norman, Jessica, could you please tell him to come back to Thursday night dinners? Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
When they panned up to the booth, I could not keep it together. I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all.
But like,
Oh.
was it Truman Capote? Like, that's the I could not find the
It
person
felt like
on the cast. I'm sure
I mean,
Capote
it
was already
felt
dead
like
by that
it.
point.
I'm sure it was some person that had relations with Truman Capote at some point, probably.
So now we're back at wardrobe. Okay.
Yes.
And
Oh
Jessica-
gosh, this lady.
Jessica loves to find the busybody. And she's like, "Oh, Ross and Marta left at the same time, or they left before the siren." And she was like, "No, I was the only one." Or no, that previously Ross and Marta said they left at the siren. She was like, "No, I was the only one here when the siren happened." And then we find out Marta left first. Ross left after.
Yeah.
And then Jessica's like, "Well, you know what? I really want to see those original costumes. Do you mind if I do?"
I can't help the fact that this lady just out of the blue turns around and says, "I'm Eleanor." I was like, what?
What? I missed that.
Yes, you need to go back and watch it one more time. She literally is like, Jessica's trying to like, kind of like, I need some help here. And she's like, "I'm Eleanor." I was like, why are you shouting it like that? Like she was so excited to have this role that she's probably been trying to get on TV for the last 10 years. And she was just so happy that she said it way too brightly.
So now we're looking at the costumes.
All
And-
of those beautiful costumes.
And this beautiful costume. Jessica pulls out this
There were so many.
drag queen sparkle number.
It was like a Mrs. Roper dress.
Yes.
It literally was like
With
Mrs. Roper
so
caftan.
many sequins and beads. Do you imagine how heavy that thing was?
But the thing is, right? So okay, so
Where's it
that's
going
a-
in this? Where's it going?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out too. I was like, wait, what movie is this for? Because the movie we were just talking about this doesn't fit. And then I was looking more closely because I had to get up close on
Yeah.
the TV. And I was like, why is everything a cream colored pantsuit type of outfit other than this one purple monstrosity?
It feels like a piece from Maim, doesn't it?
It does. I was just like, I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, What is this like is like the rest of the movie just ladies who lunch? Like that's the rest of the movie apparently.
We find out that the majorette costume is not there.
Dang it, it's still missing.
So, you know who had it last, right?
Oh no, who
Eve.
had it last?
Eve.
Oh, Eve
Eve.
got it. She let Eve borrow it.
So now Jessica goes to Eve's dressing room. She opens up the door. She starts
So
sneaking
quiet.
around.
She's being so quiet.
Ross runs out and knocks her over.
Oh my gosh, is he a crossdresser? Is that why he's been in her
Stop
dressing
that
room?
man. Stop that
Stop it,
man.
man.
Stop that.
And then we get to watch Norman.
Norman.
Norman gets to be heroic.
He gets to be heroic and knock him over. I'm so proud of my nephew Norman. I'm so proud. Why don't you ever come for Thursday supper
You
anymore,
never
Norman?
come. You never come for dinner
You
anymore.
never come for supper, Norman. Norman.
Go visit your poor uncle. He needs you to
Or
come
aunt.
visit.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Rachel, Reuben on a Monday, Rachel on a Saturday.
oh God, it sounds like me at my prime.
Oh, jeez.
So we find out the lieutenant magically shows up.
He does, like, very magically.
Ross, he decides to take him in, and Ross has the button.
So Ross killed him.
Oh,
wait, what?
Wrong
Hold on.
podcast. Wrong
Wrong
podcast.
podcast. What just happened?
So we find out Norman
That
found
would've
out
been
some
great.
things.
What a great crossover that would have been.
It would have been. Norman found out some things.
What? Like what?
Ross is overextended and deeply in debt. Gephardt has kicked all the drugs, but he's still an alcoholic.
Oh no.
Eve has diabetes, but she's on oral meds.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. And that's nice.
I just want to see if you're paying attention.
That's nice.
I just wanted to see if you're paying attention.
Nice.
Yeah, you were.
And Marta threatened to turn him into a shish kebab for following
Wow.
younger women.
That guy and his wandering eye.
And then Norman is like, we should have a party. And Jessica's like, let's do it.
Let's have a party. Notice that Norman wasn't at the party.
Uh-huh. So now we're at Lydecker's beach house because why not? Who owns this place now?
Not actually sure, technically.
Exactly.
Who does own the place?
So there's
Like,
champagne.
legit.
There's champagne.
And there's diet soda.
And there's diet soda. Eve would like a diet soda. Oh. Maim's blowing her nose again. It sounds like this.
You could always just keep talking. You don't have to stop to tell the audience that I'm blowing my nose. I literally just mute it so I can blow my nose for a quick second. You just keep on talking like you do.
So then we have some toasts.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful toast. Beautiful.
Gephardt. To the corpse that danced at midnight and the film that died at noon. To Marta. To Lydecker, wherever he may be, that old asshole. JB. To Ross, the wrongfully accused of murder. What?
Gasp.
So Marta and Gephardt leave. Gephardt's like, I'm done. I'm going to write something better. Marta's like, I'm just going to get on with my life. I am through. Scott leaves, even though he wants him to stay and get my
That's right. She really wants him to stay.
Touch my doo-doo. Touch it.
He's
Touch it.
I really would have spit out my drink that time if I was drinking.
So we find out after everybody leaves that Eve did it. She faked being drunk.
She's a great actress, actually.
But Ross took care of the urn, had the button, picked it up, and was going to sew it back onto the outfit so it didn't ruin the film.
That's right. He was gonna do a little covert sewing.
And do you know why Eve did it? He
No,
was going
I
to get rid
forgot
of
why.
Scott. He was going to like tell everybody that
Oh,
he was
so
hard to
wait, so
work with, and
she really did love Scott.
all
She
this.
loved she loved Scott, her castmate on this movie that they've just really started shooting enough that she killed the man that she was having a relationship with. Uh, Scott, who seems like he
Oh.
doesn't really care all that much for her, technically.
So, Maim, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did Jessica do it?
In this case, I actually think she did do. Like,
I
I'm
agree.
pretty sure she did it this time because
I do too.
number one, always trust a lady with a home perm, and she specifically said that
She
she
did
heard
it.
Jessica, and she saw that Jessica went to the soundstage also.
Maybe she
My
helped
own.
Eve do it.
Oh, well, you know what? So once again, so I don't know what it was about this particular episode that I mean, obviously, I know that us seeing these episodes on larger HD televisions, like we used to see things that
Yeah.
people didn't see on those
Yeah.
TVs. Did you notice when Eve was doing her like playback and she talked about how she ran off after she hit him, but the camera lingered just long enough that like she ran and then she stopped running as soon as she was outside the gate? Like I don't think whoever when they
I
filmed this
didn't
that they
see
thought we
that.
could still see that. Like I like rewound it back. I was like, she literally like ran, and then as soon as she got past the gate where she thought she was in the dark, I guess
Uh-huh.
the actress just started walking. It's like, wait, what's happening? It just I don't know. It's just laziness. That's just me. I'm just
Oh
once again,
no, that's a good pick out.
this is
That is a good.
my
Oh
stupid
God.
degree every once in a while comes back to bite me.
Well, Maim, we've been talking for an hour.
I know. I know.
So why don't you tell everybody where they can see you and find you and
Yeah,
touch
totally.
you,
Like nope, don't touch me. Yeah.
especially not in the new.
Please don't touch me in the new. Please. You're gonna have to go get vaccinated after. Don't do that. It's gonna bite you. So yeah, so let's see. So you can find me, Auntie Maim, on Instagram at auntie.maim. That's MAIM. You can find me on Facebook at I'm Your Auntie Maim, one word, which a person actually did randomly just find me the other day, which I was like, oh, that's
Ooh.
interesting. I don't know you at all. You can find me. Oh, sometimes on weekends I perform at the Villain Theater in Miami, doing some improv comedy because we are doing that again. And if you want to find me on vacation, I'm Miami Beach. I host a weekly karaoke show called Amazing Colossal Karaoke at this bar named Kill Your Idol. That is the name of the bar for everybody that keeps asking me that. And yeah, so what about you, Mims?
Well, I am the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at You Slay Me Pod
Yeah,
on Twitter. Again, we do have a Patreon, people. We do
we
have
love
one.
money.
We
love it.
love money. I'm just really hoping to make this thing, just not even profitable. I just want to quit paying for it. That's all
I
I
still don't understand
want.
why you're not like expensing some of it over to me so I can help you with it.
Because I use it as a tax deduction.
Well,
So
that's right. Because it's not producing any profit.
exactly. See,
Gotcha.
you learn things. You learn things. But I do want to be cash neutral, dear listeners.
We
So
love to be cash
we love to
neutral.
be cash neutral. Just cash neutral. If we make some money, even better.
I
But
know.
cash neutral or profitable.
Yeah.
Or and profitable. We want to be profitable, dear listeners, in our new news.
We've said profitable a lot just now.
Well,
And new.
they say they say we want profitable new news, dear listeners.
Please give us profitable news.
I think we've reached our limit. Say goodnight, babe.
Good night, Mame.
Bye, y'all.